Hello everyone, this is Better Graphic once again on your screen. Okay, a big shout out to all my friends and viewers, including my followers who normally take out their time to watch every video I upload to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how you can navigate your way through the Pixellab and its features. Without a waste of time, let's head straight to our Pixellab. When you open your Pixellab, there's a first interface you would come across. I always say this and I'll repeat myself again in this video. When you open your Pixellab, when you log in your Pixellab, there's a first interface you would come across, the canvas space and the Pixellab tools. Now, if you look at this canvas space, I call it the design arena. So every design you normally manipulate, you create, you add shadow, you add color, everything happens here. So this is where it occurs, this is where it happens. I call it the design arena. But in the context of Pixellab, it is called canvas side or canvas space. Now, these tools you see here at the top and below at the latter part normally facilitates you in creating that awesome image, in creating that stunning design. Now, I'll be walking you through these tools so you can actually understand and acquaint yourself with the description and the purpose of every feature or tool you see on Pixellab. Now, the first icon here is my project. Can you see this? My project. Now, from the word project. Now, what it stands for is a collection of all your designs in sequence. A collection of all your designs arranged chronologically, arranged and organized in sequence. Now, for example, assuming I write a particular thing, maybe it's written here. Okay, then okay. Can you see this? Now, once I save it as project, can you save as project or as image? Let's save as project first. When you save it as project and you come here, my project, you can see it's saved here. That means I can go back to it in case I want to make any adjustment, I want to edit, I want to add something to it. Now, all the designs saved as project normally appears here in this project section. And the designs are arranged in sequence. Now, when I began using this app with this my phone, the first design I made and saved as project was this. You can see it's still here. When I tap it, it appears here. Can you see this? In case I want to make any adjustment or changes. Now, if you look at all this, these are designs I made over time and they are saved as projects. So that means at any time, I can actually go back to them and make adjustments. I can go back to them and make changes and adjustments. I can go back to them and make changes and adjustments. So this is the major function and purpose of project. Can you see this? Can you see this? Can see everything is arranged in sequence. Now, if you create your first design, it appears here as the first design created on Pixellab. Now, the second design is arranged at the top of the first design. Now, the third design is so arranged in accordance to how or on the date the design was made. Is that clear? Okay, let's go back. Now, if you look at this here, if you look at this background here, they are default backgrounds. They are default background. Just as how you can actually change your background to your preferred taste. Now, this background here are your default background. Default background. Now, when I say default background, it means background that actually follow the app. Because the app made provision for background in case you want to make use of any background. It's called default background. Default background. You can see. It's called default background. Your default background. Your default background. Default. They came on their own. So there's no need for you to create extra background if you intend to make use of this background. So that's why they are called default background. Okay, let's go back. Now, if you look at these icons here at the latter part, you see A, this one, this, and this. Okay, I'll show you their purpose and how you can actually use them. Now, before doing that, assuming you want to change the size, because this is the default size of the canvas space. where design is carried out. Now, assuming you want to change the size to fit a particular design, maybe you want to create a particular design and you want to replicate a design, and you want the design you intend replicated to fit in a particular flyer. So what you do is that you just come here, you tap here, the three dots at the top on the right side of your phone, you tap it. Then you see image size. Can you see this image size? You tap it. Then you can change it, the width and the height. You can actually customize it to your preference. You can customize it. You can see image size. It depends on the size you intend using. You can see it depends on the size you want. 1280, 1222. Can you see this? It depends on the size you want. 1024. Can you see this? So it doesn't have any limited or restricted side. Restricted side. It depends on the size you need. Can you see this? Can you see this? It depends on what you need. But the default canvas size is 1280 by 1280. Yeah, this is default canvas size or canvas space. Okay, now having understood that, the next step is, okay, let's go through this. Now this one is for the text, right top text. If you look at A here, is the right top. Now maybe you want to write something. You want to write a word or a statement. Now once you click here, let's go back. Once you, assuming this is a default background you want to make use of. Assuming this is default background you want to make use of, and you want to write a word or a statement. Now you click this A. Once you click it, it shows you these two icons, quote and text. Now you click on the plus icon, text. Can you see this? Now there are still some features under the text. Let's go back again. Now, assuming you are making use of this default background, you want to write, let's just say, I love you. Now, you come to A because you are dealing with text. You click your text. You see default word. I call them default sub-concept, yes. There are some features under text. Now, you click this plus. You can actually click here or you click here. You can tap here or tap here. Anyone you can use will be okay for you. Now let's use this. You can click on this edit. Can you see this? Let's write I love you. Okay. Now, if you look at this, the statement is enclosed in a box. You can actually use this box to enlarge it. Now, if you look at this control here, can you to enlarge it, to enlarge the state, to make it legible or wider? Can you to enlarge it? Can you see this? To decrease it, to enlarge it, to decrease it, to enlarge it. Here you can actually use to compress it. Maybe you want it to appear in 2 or 3 lines. So depending on what you need. Now, and please, before making of these sub-features under text, make sure that the effect or make sure that the item you want such feature to be effected on is clicked. Click it first, then all this appears. After, you can delete it, then you can copy it. Can you see this? To front, okay, in my other videos, you understand how to navigate to front and to back. To front and to back. Then position. Now this slider is to increase the velocity of its movement, either fast or slowly. Can you see this? Now let's keep it here. You can see it's faster. Now when you slide it to the left, you can see additional subtraction. It makes it slower and more sluggish, slower and sluggish. So depending on what you want. Okay, here is relative position. Either you want to position at the center or in the middle. Can you see this? These ones are for the item to position in the middle, then on the right side, on the left, downward, upward. Okay. Then size. Now, if you don't want to drag it with your hand, any text or any image, you can come to size, this size. And please, when you are dealing with text, when you're dealing with text, not an object or a symbol, you're dealing with text. Now, this is the future you can use this text that has two double T, a small t and a big T, capital letter T, TT, small letter T and capital letter T. Now, you click on size. You can see you click the size, decrease it. You only make use of that feature when you're dealing with text, please. When you're dealing with letters. Can you see this? Okay. You can actually use your hand to decrease it depending on what you want or the feature you intend using. Now this is padding. Okay, I'll show you how to use it. Now, okay. Now for the sake of this padding, okay, let's write out a text. Let's write out a text. So I can give you illustration of what I'm saying. Let me give an instance. Okay. Okay. Let's say I have been in Nigeria. Okay. I have been in Nigeria. Let's make use of font. Please, I'll also show you how to apply font. The usage of fonts to design. Now, assuming you write out a text like this and you apply a font to a text to make it look stylish or beautiful, and you express something like this with our padding. Okay, we stop here. Let's say you express something like this. Let's say it comes out this way, and so part of the text or write-up is cut out. Please do not panic. It's something that can be resolved. So what you do is that you just come here, then you come to your padding. I'm showing you the application of padding, the usefulness of padding as one of the tools under text. Then you come to padding, then you come to left padding because it's on the left, not on the right. Then you increase, you can see the cutout part is coming out. So the reason for such flaw in write-up is due to the font applied. So it's due to the font applied. There are some faults when you apply them, it gives you an unusual appearance or outcome. So there's no need for you to panic. You just do the necessary, I call it resolvement. You just resolve it necessarily using the app or the features in the app. Now, assuming you create a write-up and it appears this way, or you write something out and apply your font to it and it appears this way. So what you do is that you just come to this left. Since it's on the left, you come to left padding, you just tap the plus icon to bring it out. Now, assuming it's on the right, let's say it appears this way. Can you see? In Nigeria, the many letters are cut out. You just tap it, come to your padding. Can you see it? Because it's on the right. You have the left padding and the right padding. Okay, haven't done that. Then we have color. Now to add color to your text. Now you come to color. Can you see color? And please, there is a difference between text, object, and icon. Now, all these features precisely are meant for statement. They are meant for words. They are meant for text. They are meant for write-up, not for object or icons. Now, if you look at here, all these features are meant for object or icons. These ones in particular are meant for text and write-ups. Now, if I come to here like this, and I want to add all these features to my text, it will not be effective because unless I want to import the text inside this object, inside this box created, if I can just press, let me give it a color. Then the text, I'll just press to font to bring it to font. Now, this is the usage of to front and to back. Unless I want to make the text to appear in front of any icon or object I create. Can see. Now, I have to work on this image or on this box or this square I've created. So I've come here because the features or the elements that apply to icon and object are under here. They are not here. Here is for text only. They are under here. Can see. When you click, you see other items that will appear. Can edit it, change the size. Don't worry, I'll teach you. Look, okay. Now, if you look at this text now, come here. Now we have to front and to back. Now, the major reason of to front and to back is to bring a text or a word or a statement to the front or behind. Now, if you look at this box, you can see the text is behind the box, is behind the square. Now, if I want to bring this text to the front of the square, I'll click to front. Can you see this? Now, you tap the text again. If you want it behind the box or the square, you click to back. So that's the usage. Now we have color. Okay, let's delete this. Now we have color. To change the color, to add color to the text. Now these are default colors. We have color. Now these colors are default colors. They actually came alongside with the app here. They came as well as the app. They came together with the app. These are default colors. And this is a light green, like you can see. This maroon color, black, white, red. You can see dark red. We have. Can you see this? Any color you're looking for is here. In the colors, it is green. The color section is light blue. It's dark green. You can see it's yellow. You can see any color you need. You have orange color. Now, assuming the colors you need are not in the default color, there's a way you can actually import a color to the color wheel. Okay, I'll be showing you in the other video. I don't want to overwhelm you or give you much information so that you might not get confused as this class progresses. So in my next video, there are some techniques and strategies I'll be showing you on how to import or add colors to the default color wheel. Okay, now the next step is, okay, I've taught you color, texture, how to add texture, how to add color or any effect to your right top. Can just crop out this. You can see. So this and that way you can actually add color to your text. So like I said, as we proceed, as we move forward gradually in this class, you'll be learning a lot. You will learn a lot. Now the opacity is to reduce the visibility of any text. To reduce the visibility. How visible you want the text to be. Okay. Then we have rotate. And then we have font. Okay, I'll be teaching you mask, then okay, all this. So I don't want, you can't learn everything in a day. So it's something you have to take your time to grasp or understand. But in our subsequent videos, I'll be showing you how to make use of them. Please just stick to your screen as you'll be learning a lot in this class. Now we have fonts. Now you have font, my font, and recent. Now if you look at font, these are the default font that came with the Pixellab. Now font, let me use the word right up. They're just like your handwriting. Yeah, they're just like handwriting. Now you'd agree with me that some people have better handwriting than others. Yes. Now, and how beautiful your design is dependent on the font used. Now, if you look at this font, they are different fonts. So you cannot just rely on this font. You need to learn how to download your own font. Yes, how to download a font or font into your Pixellab. Now, these are my font. So these font are the font I downloaded, I created myself, just to enhance the beauty of my work. Can see? Can see? If you want it stylish, you can see the pattern. You can see it has been changed. You can see the write-up has been changed. You come to AB font. Look at it here, font. You can see, depending on what you need, you can see. Depending on what you need, depending on what you can see, the style has also changed. It has changed, has been changed. Okay, let's move forward because of our time. Okay, now curve, to curve it. You can see, to curve it. Then background, to add background to it. Align, either center align or left align or right align. Then line spacing. We have letters and words to add space to it. or to merge everything, to add space, or to merge everything. Now, if you want letters, now, since it's in letter sections, so the letters will need to be spaced. You can see the letters are spacing gradually. But if you want words, you can just come to words. I will get space, have will get space altogether, been would get space altogether, in would get space altogether, because the future is in words section. Then we have line spacing to bring it down or to bring it up. Assuming is we actually have, let's do it like this. Okay, now assuming we have something like this. Now line spacing is to create a space. You can see in between the text, to create a space. So the space, the text will not be merged or accumulated. You can see. Assuming you have something like this. You can see the Nigeria is attached to I have. So it doesn't look professional. You have to come to line spacing and bring it down into bit. Can you see this? Okay, now the stroke, shadow, inner shadow, emboss, you will learn how to make use of them in our subsequent videos. Okay, haven't done that, haven't understood that. Now we'll move to, okay, now let's move to this side. Now here is, I call it additional background. Yes, I call it additional background. Now, assuming you want to change the color of the background, you come to color. You can see each of these has its peculiar function and feature. Now, assuming you want to work on the background, you come here, you tap here, click on color. You see, we are all this color. We have color and gradient. So in my other videos, I'll be showing how to make use of this gradient color. Now you come to color. You can change it. It depends on what you want. Okay, it's gradient rather. Okay, you can see. You can change your background color to your desire, to your taste. Okay, let's change it to white. Okay. As it transparent. Image size. I can change the image size again using this place. Depending on what you want. Depending on what you want. As you want to make it transparent and you want this image size, depending on what you want, go back to default. Then we have now here from gallery. Now, assuming you want to replicate a particular flyer, you want to know the exact size of that flyer. It's as simple as ABC. You just pick from gallery. Let's pick, okay, let's make this flyer. Can you see this? And you want to know the exact size of this flyer. Maybe you want to replicate it. You want to do something similar to this. And you don't know the actual size. You just come to from gallery. Then locate where the flyer is. Tap it and it appears. Then come to your image size. 1089 by 1280. You come here, image size 1089 by 1280. You can see you get the accurate size for that particular flyer you want to replicate. Okay, now for the rest of this you learn them more in our subsequent class. Okay, now because for our time, now assuming, okay, for the features at the top, now when you click the plus icon, is equivalent to the plus icon below. When you click it, you see text, current day, sticker, shape, from gallery and draw. Now to make everything easier, this one is still for right up to right. So these are the basic and elementary features you need to get yourself acquainted with. You will understand other features in our subsequent videos as we apply them. Then just delete, then click the, then assuming you want to import, let's just say you want to bring in item, icon, background from your gallery. To make it easier for you, just click here, then you see from gallery, you click it. Now you locate where such item is, because in my phone gallery everything is categorized and classified, so it depends on how you have done yours on your phone. You can see you have Pixellab, photo room, Snapseed, pins. You can see piece art. So I actually classified all the images on my phone. Now assuming now, let me go to my pin. So we have to bring out this background. Because I'll just tap it, then click OK. Then maybe I want to make use of this background in my design. Can you see this? I just imported a background from my gallery. Now, for you to do it again, you come to you click the plus icon. Okay, now if you want to delete this your delete, you delete it. Now the only way or the only reason delete icon will appear is when you click when you click it and you import anything from your gallery, you will see a particular option that you want to retain or delete it. So it depends on what you want. Now, to import another image again or another icon or an item, you click from gallery. From gallery, you click here. Then from gallery, you locate where the image is. Maybe you want something like this. Let's say you want something like this. Can you see it? So it depends on what you want. Or maybe you want something like this. Let's bring in an icon. Something like this. It depends on what you want. Okay, something like this. You can see. You can actually delete this. It depends on, can change the background color. It depends on what you want. Okay, now assuming, like I said, assuming, okay, now here is for quote. Maybe you want to add quote to your design, you can just click one, change the color. Now since it's text, you come here to change the color, change to red or black, depending on what you want. Okay, let's not go here first. Okay, then we have save again. Then okay, now like I said, we are taking this future step by step so you not get confused as we journey ahead in our design. Now here is, assuming you are done with your design, you want to save, you click here, save as project. The reason why you save as project is because you want your design to be just like you are saving it to your memory card. Yeah, to your memory card. So you want design to be saved as to your catalog. I'm going to use the word catalog. You want your design to be saved to your catalog, so possibly in the future you can go back to it for reference purpose or to edit something. You can just save and also save as what? As an image. Please don't forget to save. When you save as project, also save as image, because at the end of your design, since you are making your smartphone, you need to enhance it with other editing apps to make it popping and stunning and beautiful. So for the rest of the app, this one is for zooming, to zoom your work. Just zoom it, then you zoom it backward. Okay, this one is to just like a list of all the items imported, on the canvas size, on the canvas space, so you can know the items you have actually imported and the items you are working on. So what will happen is that, let me stop here at this juncture, so you will learn more on how to use each and every of these features as we move forward in our design. I will see you in my next video. Bye.